G'day guys, welcome to the channel. This video is titled Tudor, is it really a poor man's Rolex? Now, I wanted to give my steer and perspective on this topic because I've owned many Tudors in the past and as well as many Rolexes in the past. Wristwatch check, my most recent Tudor is the Tudor Black Bay 41 Monochrome. Fantastic daily wear, especially for the price as well. It's one of those watches where I believe it's still worth the retail price, even though you can get significant discounts on the grey used market. Now, Tudor was first conceptualized as the more affordable option to Rolex back in the days when Rolex was beginning. Money was tight, right? And people did wanted to buy into Rolex. However, most people couldn't afford one. So Rolex made Tudor the more affordable option with similar design aesthetics, just call it inferior movements or cheaper movements essentially, but it was similar quality, right? And as time has gone on, Rolex has become the pinnacle of the watch industry for its allure, its grand allure, its mythical reputation of being the watch of success. Now, Tudor, on the other hand, has evolved into the everyman or every woman's watch where they offer more variations, variety, different aesthetics, as their slogan says, born to dare. They have different configurations, but still harken back to the heritage of Rolex or Tudor at the beginning. So when you look at the two, in today's day and age, they are considerably different to each other. They offer different aesthetics, different values, and different price points, right? So the idea that in today's day and age, Tudor is a poor man's Rolex is a load of horse shit. And I do see and hear hot takes from time to time. Even in real life, I do have people saying to me, why did I buy this? I should have just, bought another sub or yada, yada, yada. And like, look, my new watch collecting philosophy is one watch per brand. I've been in a position where I've had about 8 or so Rolexes and it's boring as shit. To me, I would consider myself more as a lover of the hobby, an enthusiast, so to speak. I'm not really into the hype shit anymore, and I was once, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you are a hype collector, you just like collecting Rollies, APs, Pateks, yada, 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 do your thing. No one's telling you that's the wrong thing. It's not. There is no right or wrong answer to this. However, the ideology that Tudor is a poor man's Rolex, I do believe comes from, I would say, ignorance, but also the superiority complex within this game. Now for me, I got no ego in this. I got no skin in the game, whether or not people like me or, agree with my opinions in this watch industry. It's a hobby. I buy shit, watches in general because I like it, because they're fucking cool. In the same sense, if I wanted to change everything and just collect investment pieces, hype pieces, stuff that appreciate in value or hold their value, I can easily sell all my shit and just get back into Rolex, right? It's not hard, but it's just not something I like to do. Now back to topic. Tudor, arguably speaking, have a better offering in today's day and age versus Rolex. You've got META certification, like this, it says here, master chronometer. Rolex don't have that. It's got the option for a 5-link bracelet. If I wanted a sub with a 5-link bracelet, it doesn't exist. I'll have to go GMT Master 2. Price points on these are fantastic. Yes, they're not made out of 904L stainless steel. It's 316, but who gives a shit? Like, do you really know the difference? Can you really tell the difference? Now for me, since I've owned many Rolexes in the past, the quality in itself, it's very similar construction and finishing nowadays. Like this 41, for example, very similar to the GMT Master 2 Batgirl that I own. Very similar. Yes, the Batgirl is a tiny bit more refined in terms of the end links. The end links have that separation. This one's more of that, I don't know if you can see it. It's more of that, molded together look instead of looking like separate links itself with the end links, but minor details, right? Who gives a shit? The clasp on this actually is a million times better than the GMT Master 2 because you can fine tune it. The GMT Master 2, you can't do that, right? It's just easy link, boom, you're done, get it sorted, see you later, Bob's your uncle. So look, as an observation of mine, and I'm not trying to piss anyone off. If you are offended with what I'm saying, I mean, you need to harden the fuck up really, but at the same sense, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You might think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong because I have over 100 Gs in my collection and I wouldn't consider myself a poor person. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor. And I know many heavy hitting collectors who are millionaires and touching billionaires that own Tudors. As a matter of fact, there are more owners of Tudors out there that I've met over the last decade, right? Over the last decade, I have not met a single Tudor owner that I disliked. And a lot of the times they share characteristics of being down to earth, appreciating value and heritage, appreciating design, and just the watch itself. They actually are watch people. Whereas I've met more Rolex owners that are pretentious pricks that I just didn't like. They rubbed me the wrong way. But it is what it is, right? End of the day, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. And final observation. For some of the YouTubers out there or watch people out there who do believe Tudor is a poor man's Rolex, I've seen a few videos. I won't name names because honestly, I don't care for the smoke. In a lot of cases, in their own collections, they don't have either of the two. You know what I'm saying? I actually I saw this video, I got linked this video of this guy in a podcast speaking about Tudor Rolex. Tudor is a poor man's Rolex, but he don't have any of them. Right? And the most expensive piece in their collection, and it's not about price, but the most expensive piece in the collection is nowhere near close to those two in terms of its price point territory as well as its overall value proposition. Like, different collectors often have different criterias that they need in order to buy a watch. I get that. However, as a brand as a whole, like when we're talking still in the thousands and plus dollars, I don't think poor people are in the market to be buying this shit. So look, without rambling on too long, Tudor isn't a poor man's Rolex. It's just a brand. It's just a watch. It's a watch that has good value, good specifications, good looking watches. And if you want to buy a Tudor, go ahead and buy a Tudor. If you don't, and you want to buy a Rolly, buy a Rolly. I think in this hobby, we need to just take a step back and stop fucking around, so to speak, right? Like, it's just, these are just watches. Who gives a shit? You buy it because you like it. It's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you next one. Take care.